Good morning, everybody. It's Melanie coming to you from Lucky's house in the Outer Banks, North Carolina. A little bit low energy today. Still breathing in that good-ass prana, though. Prana is the breath of life, and it's important, and it's what keeps us going, so keep breathing it in. So yesterday I woke up at 3:50 to get out here and feed this guy, and then go in the complete opposite direction and go to the farmer's market, and then came back to KDH and took a nap on the beach while my kids played and were bored. And then went back to Mania, which is out near Wanchese. So I drove like 150 miles yesterday and played music from 6:30 to 9. And woke up with a pretty bad headache, but we got responsibility. Look at that little dude right there. Isn't he so cute? He's like a little toy. Look. I'm holding my toy horse. He's so fun. Anywho. So I played music at this place called 1587 last night, and I played there 2 other times. And the energy isn't that great of a it's not a great location to play music, and it's kind of awkward, and I feel out of place there when I'm there. But I just call it a 2-hour practice session that I'm getting paid for, and brush it off and smile and do it anyways because I was asked to, and I'm going to do what I was asked to do. Tips are terrible. I made like $15, $19, I think, the 2 times in tips. And so it's not that great of a gig, right? But I'm willing to play it because it's practice and it's fun, and I got paid to practice. I get paid an hourly rate of, I get $120 for being there. But after practicing for the weeks ahead of it and playing and doing all of that, it really comes out to like cents an hour that I'm making doing what I'm doing. But it's not for the money, right? It's never for the money. I don't do anything for money. I do life because I'm living, and I'm here to spread a message. And so I feel like when the message is ready to be heard and the message is ready to be circulated and more people are excited and interested about it, that's when the money flows in, right? So we just keep on keeping on. And so last night I went to the music gig, and I got there and I'm setting up and I'm listening to the people's conversations around where I'm setting up, which is like the small little cove area, and there's 4 seats and then a table, big round table. I move all the chairs. I bring down a different chair so that I can play and sit at the same time. And I'm setting up and I can just feel the energy. Like people are just really bitchy, really angry feeling, and complaining about everything and complaining about other people. It's just really negative. So after I set up, I go out, and my friend Tiffany works there, and I said, Tiff, do you feel the energy? She's like, you too, man. Oh God, it's so bad. It's been bad all day. I was like, well, maybe I'm here to shift the energy. Who knows? So I go out and I take a picture of this jasmine archway that I found out my friend Audra planted 20 years ago. I was like, what are the chances? It's absolutely phenomenal. And there were people walking through, and they were arguing about what kind of flowers they were, and hooting and hollering, and been drinking, but having a really good time, and just happy, uplifting people. And so I started talking to them, came in, I held the door open for them. I was like, I'm the hired help. I got to hold the door open for you. And they're like, ah, ha, ha, ha. So they come in, and they're all holding drinks, and the lady's like, sorry, y'all got to stay outside with your drinks until you're done, and then you can come in. And they're like, oh, okay. And so they left, and they chugged their beverages, and I went in and I started playing, and the people there had told me, keep it real low key, just real minimal, no belting, because I belt a lot when I sing. Y'all know if you listen to what I play. And I was like, all right, I'll keep it in my head voice, I'll keep it real simple and soft, it'll be fine. And so I'm very lazily playing, not really giving a shit what I sound like. And those people from outside, they came in, and the one dude comes over, and he's listening. He's hardcore listening. Of course, the freaking guy comes out with his lawnmower right now. It is what it is. We're going to keep going. So he comes in, and he's listening and watching. And then his friend comes over, and he's watching. And then the wives come over, and they're watching. And they're clapping after I'm done. Yeah, that was awesome. The whole restaurant's like, what? What's going on? And so the whole restaurant starts listening. And I get a little more excited. So I start playing some more. And I start playing from my heart some more. And I'm playing what they're asking me to play. Like, they were requesting songs, and I'm playing them. They're like, that was great! Holy shit! Can you play 4 Non-Blondes? And I was like, yep, I got you. And I kept playing. And so then a group of 4 older gentlemen and 4, like, college-age kids come in. And the 4 older gentlemen come over, and they're listening. And then they actually walk into the little, like, cove thing. There's stairs into it, and it's maybe like a 10 by 12 room. Like, it's really small, but it's all half walls, so you can see the whole restaurant. They're like, can we sit right in here? I was like, if you want to, that's fine. Like, it might be loud. I'm sorry. Just let me know if I need to, like, turn myself down. They're like, no, keep going. So I keep playing and telling my story, which this is the first time there that I was able to do my storytelling along with my playing, because each one of the songs I pick, each one of the songs that I write, all of the lyrics mean something personally to me, and I select them because of that. I don't select songs just because people like to hear them. I select the songs that mean something in here. So I keep telling my story, and I keep playing, and they're like, all right, we gotta go eat, but play us one more song. You pick, whatever you want to pick. So I told the song, or sang the song, Eyes Wide Open, that I wrote for my daughter Scarlett, told the story about it. And when I'm done singing, there's tears streaming down one of the dudes' faces. Sorry if the wind's getting ya. There's tears streaming down some faces, and they're like, this is phenomenal. And we were so grateful. We were music people, and we know music, and we listen to a lot of music, and you are incredible. And they each hand me a $100 bill. Each one. So in seconds, I had $200 sitting in my hand. And I was like, can I give you guys like a hug? And they're like, no. You just keep doing what you're doing. And you need this more than we do. And your kids need this. And we are so grateful for what you're doing and what you've done with your life and the changes you've made. And so just keep up the awesome work. You're doing amazing. And they go sit down and they eat. And then I'm still playing. And the one guy gets up from eating. And he comes and listens some more. Like, he just couldn't stop listening. My friend Tiffany is like, I think he's in love with you. And I was like, why? And she goes, well, he asked like what your story was. And I told him, married, 3 kids, end of story. And he's like, oh. And so I play the whole night. And then the group of drunk friends who are like really trashed at this point, really trashed. And this is like what leads me to telling this story in the first place. Super duper trashed. Getting ready to leave. So that's like a huge red flag in my mind of like anything that they say I shouldn't take to heart. Anything that comes out of their mouth is not personal to me, and it's a reflection of the alcohol. And I'm saying goodbye to him, and I'm like, safe travels back to Greensboro. And the one guy's like, so how do we like find you? What's your name and stuff? And I told him my name, and then I said, I have this art page, Naked Lady Mandalas. And the woman goes, you're an artist too? And she was nice the whole night. I was like, yeah, I'm an artist. I was a nurse, and now I do this and paint artwork. And she's like, God, I hate people like you. And it took me back, and I was like, you know what? I love you anyways. But that thought stayed in my brain, and I couldn't let it go. And I know that there's a lot of people that follow me. I know there's a lot of people that might watch my videos that feel that way on the inside. I hate people like you. And the first question I have is, why? Why do you hate somebody for being talented? Because you're not talented? Maybe it's because you're not putting in the work. Maybe it's because you're not trying. Maybe it's because you're choosing to get yourself shit-faced and smashed and do drugs and whatever it is that you're choosing to do so that you're not focusing and like getting sucked into social media and being addicted to food. Whatever it is, that's the reason you're not talented. Because everybody is capable of doing what I'm doing. You just have to practice. You just have to try. You just have to care and put in the effort. And so it's unfortunate that instead of being happy for somebody that's worked really hard to get to where I am, really hard. I played my kids to sleep for 3 years straight, playing basically the same 20 songs over and over and over again. Why? Because when you practice, that's how you get good at something. For the last 5 years, I've drawn painted and mandalaed anything and everything that was a surface. Everything. I didn't care. I just did it because it felt good. When it comes to surfing, I went out even when I was terrified, even when I was scared shitless, even when I almost died. I kept going. I kept trying. When it comes to flexibility and this fucking hot ass body that I have now, out of nowhere it feels like, it's because I go to yoga and I do an hour and a half of yoga 5 times a week and I work my body out and I go for walks and I go into nature and I hike and I run up hills, sandy hills. I do it all because I want to live. I don't want to be on drugs. I don't want to be drinking alcohol. I don't want to have a fucking headache right now, but I ate bread yesterday and apparently this is my hangover. So instead of hating people, hating other women who are light workers and choosing to lift themselves up to shine a brighter light for other people on this planet, instead of hating them, why don't you love them and be inspired and see that, wow, they can do that, I can do that too. Because everything that I'm doing is because I saw somebody else doing it and I wanted to do it too, and I chose that for myself. So you, if you're watching this with all that, I hate what she fucking did, she's so talented. I was fucking 220 pounds and just big, chunky, white, pale, shit-faced asshole. And I'm only here doing what I'm doing today because I chose to rise above what had been given to me, chose to rise above all the shit that I went through, from child abuse, from rape, from sexual abuse as a child, from abusive parent, from codependent parent, from whatever it is you want to call it. All the shit, drug addiction while pregnant and breastfeeding, getting sober from drugs while being a parent, I didn't go to rehab. I didn't go to some detox center. I fucking did it when I had kids at home. Y'all, while I was fucking breastfeeding. I got here because I put the mother trucking work in. So instead of hating, uplift the people that have put the work in. Instead of hating, be proud for what they've done. Instead of hating, be inspired for the work and the time and the energy that they put in to be something amazing and awesome. And let me tell you what, the first time in my life playing music happened last night, where I had people so engaged, they were hooting and hollering during my songs, and I was moving them to the point of tears, and I was moving them to the point of recording me, and I was still plowing through that because I fucking hate that shit. I hate being recorded when it comes to music, but I do it anyways. Gotta get over your fears. Gotta get over your, I can't do that because I'm not this enough. Fuck that shit. I wasn't anything. I was nothing. But I only sit before you today because I tried, and I put the effort in, and I worked really, really, really hard. And even when I'm sick, and even when I don't feel good, and even when I don't want to get out of bed, I still get out of bed and I still show up for the people that matter, along with my children, who, thankful to say, are old enough to now get themselves up and get breakfast. So cool shit there, right? So anyways, happy Mother's Day to all you friendly folks out there. I'm recording this on Mother's Day. I'm not posting it till tomorrow, but that's okay. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the people that might not have been intentional mothers but ended up raising other people's kids. Happy Mother's Day to the dads out there that take on the motherly role. Happy Mother's Day to anybody and everybody that cares for somebody other than themselves, because it takes a lot of responsibility, it takes a lot of perseverance, and it takes a lot of strength to care for animals and people and friends and family when you yourself aren't feeling your best. So keep on keeping on. I want to send you all so much peace, so much love, so much namaste. Stop hating. Stop it. Just stop it. Do the work. Get sober. Live your best life. And stop getting sucked into the drama and the bullshit and the negativity. Just try to be happy. All right. Adios, guys. We're signing off. There's Lucky's butt for you. And all the trash at this farm that I try not to show because I like to show the beauty of things, right? And if we focus on the beauty, we'll create more beauty. All right, adios, everybody. Hasta la pasta, my friends.